Hi everybody, I'm the Reluctant Reviewer, and while putting away a doll that I did a video on, I realized I've never really talked about these two. This one is porcelain, this one is vinyl. They were my Uncle Russell's, and he's not around anymore. He's been gone, I think, 4 years now. Time just keeps on going. And they came from a collection of dolls that he had. My uncle is the one where we get the love of Disney from, and he always wanted to retire to work at Disney World, and he did, after providing for his family with his own garage. And after he retired, he went and became a guard at Disney World. So he did get to fulfill what he wanted to do. I think he wanted his daughters to really like dolls, and I don't think they're doll people. Maybe it's the Depression times. I know my mom wanted storybook dolls, and she never had gotten any because they never had any money. So maybe in his mind, little girls should have dolls. So he tried his hardest. So this one is a bride doll. There are two other bride dolls that are put away because too much white, I get too much dust, so I didn't want to have to be dusting them the entire time. So I have a Gibson girl put away and I think a colonial one. But this one happens to be from a line from Danbury Mint called Brides of the Four Seasons. Gloria Vanderbilt designed them. This is winter. And as I looked at the other three that were online, I will say, to me, this one looks like Gloria Vanderbilt. The other ones don't. They just look like they're models wearing dresses. But this one, it has her hair, her coloring. It just looks like Gloria Vanderbilt. I think he liked bride dolls, which is kind of cute. She has her bouquet. She is all porcelain. She was Danbury Mint. It's a pretty outfit. Now, a lot of people are going to places like Savers and Goodwill, and they're buying the dolls and then just taking off the clothing and putting them on other dolls and then selling the dolls that way. It's really sad when you go into Savers and you see a bunch of porcelain dolls that were around from the 80s run of dolls, the 80s and early 90s, and no one is buying them, and they're sitting there and they're getting marked up and they're getting chipped. It's just such a sad thing to see. But if you wanted to be able to recycle something, a lot of them have clothing that you can recycle. Her wedding dress is hooked on with a snap, so that one would be easily to come off. It's not like the ones that are sewn shut, which would be harder. But I think she's pretty. And would I have had her in my collection if it wasn't for my Uncle Russ? Probably not, but because it had meaning for him and he liked it, she gets to stay in my collection. It's just sentimental. Now, another one of his dolls, which actually, she's pretty funky. I'm guessing she's Danbury Mint, and I'm only guessing that because I've seen the Shirley Temple Danbury Mint ones at doll shows, and all their eyes turn pink, and her eyes are pink. There is no pupil. I know you can fix that by using a marker and putting a circle in there, and some people do that, but it doesn't bother me that she's wearing pink. It kind of goes with her whole overall look to me. I didn't know who she was before. I finally, after 4 years, then I finally decided to look underneath her clothes, and she is marked. She is her name is Elizabeth. She was made in 1998. She is a vinyl, and she was created by the doll artist Pamela Phillips. I've never heard of her. Maybe some of you have heard of her, but she's just so cute. I like her outfits. It's a double slip, which is really nice, and pantaloons. Her vinyl plate comes all the way to here, and then it's stuffed here. She's very tall, she's very pretty, and with the pink eyes, it kind of makes her look a little spooky. But I don't mind that. Apparently, Pamela Phillips might have created dolls that were part of Seymour Mann's collection. And I know Seymour Mann did a lot of porcelain stuff. It was kind of like a collectible gift book or something. She needs new laces on her shoes, which I will get you, I promise. I will look into that because I want you to have that. So the other dolls that I got that were my uncle's were a couple of the kind, the Rockettes. He loved the Rockettes. And they had those Barbie type ones, and he used to have them in his garage. So I got one of those. And then 2 other brides. So, and her. So it's a nice little mini collection. I should just call it my Uncle Russell. But my Uncle Russell, when I was little, I remember him being the first person. He lived out of state, and he came into town with his new baby boy and visited us, and he brought me one of those little kind of like the supermarket costume dolls, and he got me one from Italy. So I don't know what happened to it along the way. I think it probably, the rubber band probably broke or something, and in those days people didn't know that you could go and refix dolls because you were supposed to be at a certain age that you gave away your dolls or sold them. We probably didn't know, and she probably ended up going away. But I had her for a very, very long time. And I had an aunt that gave me the Italian It's a Small World doll, too, when she brought her grandson on a trip to Disney World, or Disneyland. I can't remember which now. But, you know, memories. Do you have dolls that have a lot of memories for you of family that's not around anymore? You know, this Christmas season, it's been a weird year to begin with, and I get sentimental and I start to get sad, but you know, just knowing that I have some things that they loved makes me happy and makes me think they're around. So let me know what dolls you have that hold sentimental value to you, that you probably wouldn't have them in your collection, but because grandma or mom or auntie had them, you kept them so that they were safe. And let me know, maybe you have these guys, and maybe you know more about her or her artist. And what do you think about Gloria Vanderbilt? I think this is beautiful. The bouquet is really pretty. They did a really nice job on that. I think they needed to be a little bit higher on her V-neck because this is where her chest plate is, and you can see the hole right there. But other than that, she's really pretty. So I'll talk to you later. Stay healthy. Bye.